All right, hey there and welcome. This is Kevin Doherty with Dream Practice Coaching. And in this short video, I want to show you three different steps you can take to fill your practice with ideal clients or patients. So, as you've probably discovered, relying on referrals, networking, or the occasional person that finds you online is a slow and painful way to grow your practice. Very, very common. So, that's why I want to give you this video, and we're going to just jump right into it. Step one is to go deep into your unique value and ideal client avatar. So I've worked with thousands of wellness professionals over many years, and what I see is that many of them have bypassed this crucial first step. This is all about turning your awareness inward and getting very clear on who you really are. What are your values? What do you really want to offer people in your practice? And what makes you exceptional at this work? And taking a stand for that, developing a high level of confidence in your innate abilities. And then who is this person you're meant to serve? What are their exact pains and challenges? What are their core desires? And what are their expectations in working with you? And the more clarity you get internally on these factors, the more powerful your marketing becomes, the easier it is to fill your practice with the right people. It all stems from that internal clarity. So that's always going to be step number one. Step number two is to get expert positioning firmly established for your practice. Now, this is a big subject, but what I can do here is give you a quick overview of some of the main expert positioning elements I help my clients set up. All right, so how do you get expert positioning in place? First of all, it starts with your website. You want a professional, customized website. And your website should really be like the hub or the epicenter of your business. You're constantly sending people there to do all of the heavy lifting of selling your services, building trust and rapport, overcoming objections. And what I see after reviewing hundreds, if not thousands, of sites is that most of these expert positioning elements are not set up effectively on most websites, and therefore the site isn't working nearly as well as it should or could. So it starts with the aesthetics of the site. Of course, you want a site that has a very nice design, it's easy to navigate, it has bright colors, it stands out. What you don't want is a generic site, a cookie cutter site, a template, or a DIY site. What I see with these kinds of sites is that it actually does the opposite of what you want. It positions you as a commodity, and your ideal client or patient cannot differentiate you from your competition. So it becomes very difficult to stand apart from the crowd and have these people want to work with you. Your website should make you the obvious choice for care. Now, on that website, what I help my clients do is give away a free mini book that is kind of your front end education and expert positioning system that you're going to use. What's cool about this is that most of my clients can knock this out in like 3 or 4 days. So we're not talking about like writing a full book here by any means. And in fact, I have a template that I give my clients that makes this very, very easy for them. And what this does is it accelerates the buying process with people. It helps them understand your work better, it answers their questions, and it really gives them everything that they need to make an informed decision. And we just give that away for free, and we make it really nice looking and polished with the design, and we do that for very, very cheap, okay? So I recommend to all my clients that they get this in place, and it gives you author status, which is one of the most powerful expert positioning elements. And once again, you don't need to be a New York Times bestseller to have that or write a full book. And then we use copy that speaks to your ideal client all over your website, especially your homepage. So we use language. That's what copy is. It's just the text you use or the language that you use to sell your services. Now, what I see on most sites out there is that the copy is fairly weak, meaning that it's feature oriented rather than benefit oriented. And it lacks that kind of personal element, that warmth that your ideal client really wants to see to make that connection to work with you. So the words you use on your website are extremely important. And this is a very important skill set that you want to develop to some degree, which is writing powerful copy. And this is something that I help my clients with on a fairly deep level. You want to use video and multimedia on your website and just in your marketing in general. So if you're using YouTube and Facebook Live videos, and if you have videos on your homepage and you have a video blog, you have a distinct advantage because the average consumer now pretty much expects to be able to see you and hear you across different platforms online. And if you're not doing this, it's very difficult to connect with people and build that rapport. Video just gives you a distinct advantage in the marketplace. And of course, you want to leverage testimonials and online reviews as much as you can. The more, the merrier. I have a system I use to help my clients get online reviews in droves. from all their satisfied clients across all major platforms. And the more you get, the more it favors you in the Google algorithm, the better your online reputation is, and the easier marketing becomes. Okay, so step number 3 is to build online audiences to thousands of people. Now, this is probably a fairly new concept to you because this is really a fairly new phenomenon in business, and it's a total game changer. What we can do now is build out these targeted networks of people and stay in touch with them indefinitely and keep sharing information with them that builds goodwill and trust. And over time, these are the people that will become clients or patients for you, okay? So if this is all new to you, just hang in there with me. I'll give you a quick explanation. An online audience is a targeted group of people who know, like, and trust you. Another way to think of it is it's a built-in network of people you turn to when you want more clients. So it takes all of the guesswork out of how you're going to fill your schedule. And what that does is it eliminates the number one stress you probably feel around filling your schedule every week. Now, this is the number one pain point that my clients come up against, which is every single week, it feels somewhat like a struggle or a battle to fill the schedule, and you're not really sure how to do it. And there's a lot of uncertainty there. If you build online audiences the right way, it basically takes care of that problem because this is all just a numbers game. If you have thousands of people that know, like, and trust you, and you're sharing information that builds goodwill with them, odds are that most of them, a lot of them, will want to work with you and become a paying client. Okay, so there are 4 main audiences that I encourage you to build out: your email list, your social media followers, your video viewers, and your website visitors. Now, we can once again build out very specific audiences of all of these different networks and stay in touch with them now. So you can stay in touch with everybody who visits your website, who watches any of your videos on Facebook, certainly who follows you on social media. And we can also, of course, stay in touch with your email list and just keep building these networks out over time. This is the fastest way to grow your practice, is to just continually expand these audiences to thousands of people, which many of my clients have been able to do, and share useful content with them that, builds goodwill and trust, and it genuinely sells your services without you feeling yucky or weird about it, right? Nobody likes that feeling. Nobody likes being sold to or selling. So we just do this by sharing useful content and gently inviting them to work with you at the end of that content. Okay, so those are the 3 steps that I wanted to share with you here. In the next video, I'll talk more about how to build these audiences and create that useful content that sells your services in a genuine way. And if you felt overwhelmed about creating content or using some of these internet marketing systems for your practice, definitely check out that video because it'll give you a lot of clarity and show you that this is all very, very doable for you. Okay. So leave your email address at the link below if you want to make sure you get the next videos that are coming out in this series. And you'll get an email notification from me when those videos are ready. So that'll make sure they get in front of you. And that's it for now, guys. Once again, my name is Kevin Doherty with Dream Practice Coaching. Thanks so much for watching. And I look forward to connecting with you in video number 2. Take care.